You know that feeling when you don't know what's coming, but you know you're going to have a good time? Devin Townsend is that for me. Like, I know I'm going to have a good time with Devin. I just know it in my heart. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now, if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Over there. There. I don't know what that is. Anyway, who cares? Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series and outtakes and all sorts of other cool stuff. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Okay, it has been a long time, like too long, since I listened to Devin Townsend. I've done 2 reactions to him before, I think. So this is why. This comes up quite a lot. Like people saying why with a question mark, and I keep thinking they're asking me a question in the comments, but it's actually the name of a song. So let's go and do why now. What is going on? Oh, what is going on? Why is everyone doing such random things? Like, the girls aren't dancing to any kind of rhythm. No one, this is confusing me. It's like something out of like Zelda, but like a fever dream. What is going on? Who are you? I know who you are. Yeah. Oh my. That's transparent.
Darling, are you feeling alright? You look rather pale, and all our friends are watching us.
Okay, so he is doing so much in such a short space of time. There is a lot of pressed nasal tone coming through. It could be both nasal and oral twang. So that is where your velum allows the air to get up through into the nasal passage, and you get that kind of compressed, kind of buttery sound. But then also oral twang is where your epiglottis creates a chamber above your vocal folds. It creates a condensed airflow, makes for a thicker vocal fold phonation, so it's louder and more kind of bite, more present, more punch. But he's doing that, and then he's kind of mixing into this lovely breathy kind of place. So you get that whoa, and then it kind of just relaxes off. It kind of takes the twang off of everything. So you get this real, just swept kind of sound. I'm absolutely loving it. Wow. Yes. 100%.
Super awkward. Darling, are you seeing inside? The wolves are alive and all. Our faith is all our faith is wrong.
Okay, so he's now adding in a lot of texture. It sounds to me that it's almost like he's using a little bit of like false chord kind of technique in there, which is where you let your kind of larynx relax and let the air blow against all the tissues in your larynx. Kind of like that, but like less intense. I've said before, his scream is so soothing to me to listen to. I don't know why. I just find it really it's very textured, but it's quite enveloping. It's quite nice to hear. But it's very close to his singing voice. So I feel like there's actually some techniques that are still employed. He's just changing a couple of wee things, and I just need to figure out what they are to figure out how to sing like Devin Townsend. Or not to sing like him, but to figure out how he's doing it and make my own version. Just stellar. Love him.
You can't come too quick, my friends. Let's hear some death metal, London. Come on. That's a little lackluster. Lower, please. All right, I'd like you to give me the most bored death metal roar you can. More like, we'll just be like, ooh. Come on, do it. All right, put your hands on your head, if that's okay. Thank you, everybody, please. This is essential and
What
mandatory.
is going on?
And I'd like you to jump up and down, and every time you get to the top of your jump, say beep really loud, okay? 1, 2, 3. In a higher tone of voice, please. Higher, higher. All right, consider yourself scolded. Let's do this one more time, all right?
What? He is out of his tiny mind. I love him so much. Little bit of an example of one of these kind of false chordy kind of screams at the very beginning. I can't do it because I'm laughing too much. I don't know what to do with this guy. It's just insane.
The lyrics in a death metal tone of voice are, let me go home. We'll practice it once. 1, 2, 3. I should make everybody beep. That's how you fucking do it in a heavy metal circle. One more time for good luck. 1, 2, 3.
There's actually a little bit of operaticness to his, well, there's a lot of operaticness to his voice, but it's missing one thing to take it to that really heavy opera place, and that is a low larynx. He's doing all this with a high larynx, and I think that's how you get that kind of really unique sound out of him. Why, oh, why? It's very, very kind of still ringy and pingy because of that high set larynx. And then adding in some of those twang kind of feelings, you get even more of that twang feelings, twang techniques. Sorry, my brain is absolutely ruined from watching this. It's so fun.
And all we're feeling slowly comes
This is gorgeous. This is head voice over falsetto, in my opinion. The reason that I'm saying that is because I can hear quite a lot of vibrato still coming off of that. It's very, very, very difficult, if not near impossible, to do vibrato on a falsetto tone because your vocal folds are held stiff. When you're in head voice, they're just thinned out. So when he's going, na, and getting like a bit of vibrato off that sound, even though it's airy, it's definitely in the realms of head voice, in my opinion. Some may disagree, and they are very entitled to do that. I love the way that he plays around with just these. It's like comedy at the same time as just serious vocal chops. So you'll do this beautiful phrase, and you get like really kind of drawn in, and then he goes, ah, and makes this like weird noise, and it just brings you back into this place of whimsy. He's absolutely no slouch when it comes to singing. He's amazing, but I love the fact that he doesn't take it too seriously. He's just having a good time, and we all have a good time as a result. Oh, fantastic. So there's definite anchor work coming in here now. So your anchors are muscle groups in your torso and in your head and neck that basically create a stable framework. So when you're doing more extreme voicing, your larynx isn't taking the brunt of that effort. You can kind of spread it throughout your body, and it just makes life a whole lot easier, and it also projects the sound a little bit better as well. You can see by the way that he's standing, by the way he's digging into that phrase, that he is completely anchored, and it's just such a useful tool for building up this bigger sound. We're getting into really very close to opera territory now. The larynx is dropping a wee touch, so you're getting a bit more depth out of that sound rather than before when it was super kind of raised and high. He's just he's so good, so good. Ah, yes. So I believe, I could be wrong, but I think this is a fry scream. Fry is when your vocal folds go completely slack and basically the air just finds its way out through your folds rather than having any kind of vibratory pattern. It's erratic and it's bubbly. Is it at the bottom of your range? Now what he's doing is he's taking that sound, he's pushing it further, so he's like possibly doing something abdominally to force that air through slack folds, and then he's stretching them, so almost like you're going up into a high note, but you're not actually pitching anything, so it sounds super high and super screamy. That to me is what it sounds like. I could be wrong, but it's impressive. Whatever's going on is damn impressive. Oh my.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devin. Thank you, Devin Townsend. That sounded a little bit like just before the end there, like he did a fry scream into full tone singing back into like a really textured, kind of almost throaty, false chordy type scream. I mean, who knows? He is just incredible. He's another person as well that's not afraid to open his mouth on some of these bigger vowels. Wah! You get more swim for it, you get more resonance, you get more depth. Don't be afraid of swinging that jaw wide open when you need to. That sounded wrong, but the point still stands. The point still stands! So I hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I have no idea. I'm just going to go really simple. So thank you so much for joining me, and goodbye! Bye. Ah!